Well, I think without really being a threat, I think in terms of the scoreline, we always felt that, at 1-0, if we could stay in it, then there might be a chance created or fall our way from a set piece or something. But I think once they sort of, as I say, put on the burners and pulled away and got to 3-0, it was damage limitations then. And I think myself and the group of players wake up in the morning and feel a slight tinge of disappointment. They're probably not, certainly in possession of the ball, done ourselves the justice that we know we're capable of tonight.
How did it feel when you stood there, soaking up the atmosphere before kick-off? How did it feel?
Well, listen, I think I had a fantastic time at the football club. I mean, I'm disappointed because that's not what I wanted the scoreline to be or envisaged or visualised. But I think the gulf of class came through in the end. I think when you've got Eriksson, Lamela, Janssen, they're all playing at the top of their game. You think when changes are made that some of the fringe players, squad players, might not pick up the pace of the game. But once I think they got that second and third goal, it was complete control for them.
That first goal, you defenders just stood off Eriksson that split second too long, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, I think sometimes as defenders you feel if people are shooting from outside the box, then you're doing your job. But there just wasn't enough pressure, and obviously with someone of that quality, he's pulled the trigger and it's flown in the back of the net. And it was because we had defended well, we got some really good blocks and shots, and the balls have fizzed past the post, and you think, well, maybe we've rode our luck and we can get to half time, but obviously it wasn't to be.
And what happened with the keeper? Because obviously you got it.
Yeah, no, he felt his groin, a twinge in his groin on the first kick that he made in the game, and it continued, got worse. But obviously he didn't want to take chances and let himself or his teammates down. So that was obviously a change that we didn't want to make. But I think in Stuart and his replacement, who's a capable player at our level and has done very well. I think that made no difference to the. He's made saves, but I don't think he had a chance with any of the goals, and I don't think Bonnie would have either.
How far do you think Spurs can go this year?
Well, I just spoke to the TV down there, and I think first and foremost the manager is a class act. I've got to say that. I think the way he's welcomed us, spoke. I've got nothing but admiration for him. I think the squad he's assembling is really showing signs of a team that I never experienced here, of consistency, not only in cups but league. And there's, like I say, there's some big teams in the Premiership that are chasing, but they certainly have an opportunity of being successful.
In the League Cup?
Yeah, well, with the players they have in their squad, then why not? I don't know what the draw is. I don't know if they'd be.
Liverpool way.
Well, that's not probably the easiest of draws with it. So, I think they're capable of having success here. That's for sure.
And a lot of young talent coming through by the looks of things.
Yeah, no, there look some really exciting young players there. Look very comfortable. I thought young lad Carter Vickers looked assured at the back. And Winks there and Carroll. I thought that looks like they're full of talent, and obviously the future's bright here at Spurs, which is good for a lot of people. But obviously I didn't want that to be tonight.
You obviously didn't enjoy the scoreline. Did you enjoy the experience?
No, of course not. Prior, I mean, yeah, and until it went to 3, 4, and 5, then no, I didn't enjoy the experience. And I've come here, myself and my team, want to make sure we try to make an impact, cause an upset, come away and feel that we've done ourselves justice, and we probably don't feel that we've done that.
You sometimes have to hold your hands up when there's millions of pounds.
No, of course I'm not criticising. I'm saying that if we look at it, which we will do, I think we could have done better for the goals. But I'm not. We're talking about top international players, so we can't be too critical, but disappointed. Yeah.
Was there injury to Manuel Thomas?
Yeah, no, his knee. His knee went under him. So I'm hoping. We didn't want to take no risks. We've obviously got the league to certainly concentrate on now.
And I suppose one of the key things is trying to avoid injuries in games like this, isn't it? You might have picked up 2.
Yeah. So it'd be disappointing more so than anything really, but we'll assess that over the next 24, 48 hours.
You look at the EFL Cup as a whole and think it's been a success, isn't it? You've had
Oh.
fantastic exposure and people.
Yeah, no, I think as players and management and as a club, we've had fantastic exposure. We had a fantastic evening against Southend and Watford, not so much tonight, but the players I'm sure will be better for the experience, even though it was a tough one. And I think they'll realise, what it would take to be a top player and to get anywhere near that. And that's the thing. I think it's given us a real good insight to what it has got to be at the top level.
Yeah.
You've got some good young players, haven't you? That are in the shop window, maybe.
Yeah, no, listen, we've got some very good players at our level, but if they're to aspire and think they can get to the next or even the Premiership, then we're a long way off.
Yeah, so you got a result against Watford, so what was the difference coming in against Spurs, and also, so how did you prepare for such a big game against Spurs?
No different than we did to any other game. I think we obviously did our presentation to the players. We worked over the last couple of days of how we would feel that we could try and retain Spurs and impose ourselves. I think that tonight we probably didn't do ourselves justice in possession like we did at Watford. We really excelled in possession of the ball and we grew in the game. But we didn't give ourselves the chance to do that with the quick goals after the break. Really didn't allow ourselves to put an impression on the game.
Yeah, we saw a glimpse of your possession, but it was hard because Tottenham had so much of it, and it was Spurs' movement off the ball that I think was hard for you.
Yeah, no, I think the rotation in the midfield, but, I think we'll reflect and analyse, but be realistic with what we're analysing, that we're probably not going to come up against a team as good as we have tonight. Maybe if we get a cup run in the FA Cup, but we'll enjoy some of the achievements over the cup run. But like I say, it was a gap too far tonight. Thank you.